First trade was a loss.
Oh, this is the one I was too scared. You took this winner, huh?
Yeah. I think. I took a loss first.
At what time?
6:35.
Damn.
At 59.94.25. Why did you do that?
Short?
Hell no, dude. Yeah, short. Dude, 1 out of 6 confirmations. Let's just skip this one.
Did you trade it, Eli?
Yeah, I took 2 shorts after 7. Negative 44 on that day.
Right after 7?
No, one was at 7:16 and one was at 7:58.
Over here?
I'm opening it up. My bad. 1 second. At the price was at the first one I entered at 59.92. Oh, that both of them I entered at 59.92. Damn. A whole hour later, I entered at 59 at the same price, forcing it, I guess. That's one thing I got to do. That obviously I got to make more time for studying and all that, but I want to start really like journaling a lot of
You
what.
keep saying that. Just make the time.
Oh no, I mean I'm aware of why I'm not making the time. I'm just adding new things that I want to do. But I'm saying like I want to be ready with so much more information on my trades when we review on the weekend. Because I'll come in with the screenshots and stuff, but I'm like, I don't remember what I was doing this day. So I just need to better journal all of my thoughts so that when we review, I can explain stuff. Because right now, all I can give you guys are the prices. Like, I don't remember what was going on that day. So I just got to review my trades as well more.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got to do that. I even put on my pre-market journal my emotions that I was going through.
Are you still recording yourself, Eric?
Nah. I should, but my phone dies and then I forget to charge it, and in the morning I'm just like, whatever.
I would say let's get profitable before we start recording.
I like to review it when I lose, because then I see exactly.
I meant just like posting it. I thought you were talking about posting it.
6 what time did you take the trade, Diego?
6:35 at 59.94.25. Short. For no reason.
A lot of times when I see like limit orders like this, like say this time there's a limit order right here, but then I see a larger limit order up here. I try to be a little patient, although sometimes it doesn't test it. But if there's heavy orders like this, most of the time I think it likes to test these orders, and that's what it did this time. Like, yeah, it was rejecting here, but it ends up popping again to test these up here. Yeah, and there's a cycle. I never tapped it though.
And this week was just pure FOMO.
And especially there was 6:45 a.m. news. I definitely, as we like going into the open, and when there's 6:45 news.
Well, I got stopped out.
Was that a red? What'd you say last time? They're what day
market movers. The green and the red ones. Greens are potential ones. Red ones are for sure ones, I guess.
Oh, that wasn't even a green or red. And it didn't really make it do anything. But I do know Carmine said he was gonna wait for news to release on this one, on this day. Yeah, news didn't really do much on this move.
I don't know why I fucking took that trade. I would have been up $76 that day.
That's that aggressive news drop. And what time was your other trade?
My other trade was at 7:02:34 at 59:89:75.
Yesterday's high was at 59.91.25. Let's read so short. At what price? Sorry.
At 59:89:75. I took it short.
So this is yesterday's high here, the 59.91.25. And look at how the news obviously sells it off aggressively. The buying to go into yesterday's high was weak. Looking at volume here. And even CBD didn't make a higher high after above this drop here. So that's a red flag for longs. And then the way that same idea, the conviction in this reclaim of yesterday's high was fast. Let's see how it actually plays out. Fuck, where is it? Get it breaks yesterday's high. Limit order at 59.95. Limit order stacking there.
This is one where the
Doesn't do it foul. What?
This is one where the aggressiveness didn't hold.
What do you mean?
It didn't hold above yesterday's highs, right? I don't have the rest of the.
But what do you mean by aggressive?
Because didn't you say this rally was aggressive? Or were you talking about the sell-off?
No, the sell off. This
Oh.
sell off here. The
no.
new sell off. I said the rally up was on low volume.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I wouldn't consider that a strong buying. I wanted to see how fast this sweep down was, but it wasn't too fast. Although yet when it broke yesterday's high here, it kind of dropped a little quicker than the way this drop was happening. So that was interesting. But then on this retest of yesterday's high here, it rejects. I wonder if you have a second chance here. you have a second chance here. And you got in at 89.
Yeah.
So this, the way this is, I mean, obvious, damn, yeah. The way this happens here, it never breaks yesterday's high again. It rejected a 90-minute supply zone. So that's that idea that I was saying earlier of you want to see it price break key level reclaims with conviction, then the retests. Oh, I mean the demand or supply plus a yesterday's high low or pre-market high low. So in this case, we had the 90-minute supply here plus the yesterday's high. So once it breaks under, you want to see that retest to see if the reclaim was real. So it reclaims, retests, and never breaks above. Plus these limit orders start to stack up underneath each other. Because if you
So to take that reclaim retest for you, yesterday's highs or pre-market highs or lows has to be in the demand or supply zone.
yeah, that not in but near the same. Like see because this day ignore this daily supply zone. That threw me off to be honest. But this 90-minute supply zone was key. And then yesterday's high is right beneath it. So if you didn't get in on the rejection of the 90-minute supply zone, you could wait for that break under yesterday's high, pops up to retest it, and then it rejects it and falls.
What is the definition of a reclaim to you? Or like, I don't know if it's a visual, but like just getting back to a price, what do you need to see for it to be considered a reclaim?
That strong, where is it? I feel like I lost it over here or something. When I say reclaim, don't think of it as like a long like a reclaim could be long or short. It's just reclaiming that. Fuck. Why does it?
It's just price breaking through a zone and then coming back into the zone.
But
Like how ES likes to break below yesterday's highs or yesterday's lows and then comes back into it. That's a reclaim.
Look at here how it drops under yesterday's high. This white line is yesterday's high. It pops up, traps buyers here because buyers are trying to push this higher. It traps and then price reclaims underneath yesterday's high. Now, once it reclaims underneath, I'm waiting for that retest, and the entry is here on this retest.
okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah.
Whereas you can also see it the opposite way, where it breaks underneath, reclaims yesterday's high. This can also be seen as a reclaim, but you're not getting in on the reclaim. You're never getting in on the reclaim. You're getting in on that retest. But on this retest, there's no support at all. So instantly it's like, okay, that's invalidated. But because we're at supply, I'm not looking for support here. I'm looking for that break. Break above yesterday's high, reclaim, and then retest yesterday's high, and then it falls.
All right.
That reclaim for the short, that would be a stop hunt, right?
Stop hunt of buyers.
That little peak above yesterday's highs.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could call
Because
that.
people are taking shorts right at that first break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you could call that a stop hunt for sure. And then it breaks. I see this as just trap buyers because they're trying to get long and then sellers trap them and they just drop them. But yeah, it's a stop hunt too. What was your confirmations here?
Uh, a node appeared inside my key level, which was 30-minute supply, yesterday's highs, and then volume started to shift to the downside with red aggressive bars.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
CBD line made lower lows, 1,000+ watt seller right at my key level, and right there, and price was at my key level.
Why was 89 a key level for you?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't a key level. It's just I saw it break. I wanted the retest perfectly, but when I saw it break, I didn't want it to break above. So okay, so it broke above, went down, and then I was like, all right, if it holds, I'll enter. And then it held, and then it kept holding, but then I was like, I was getting too patient. So when it broke down, made a lower low, that's when I entered.
Right here?
Yeah, around 89.50. Yeah.
Why can't I? What made me hesitate on it was how close it was to news, but I didn't see. I'm trying to time it right. The way the limit orders started appearing in hindsight, I'll just wait for it. The way these limit orders started stacking under was so good. Like right here, you don't see much limit orders, and then it pops up again, and the limit orders start to stack up closer. See how this? See how they just get lower and lower without price popping up. That's a good sign that that sellers are holding this from getting higher.
What does that look like on light? TM light?
I stopped using TM Lite
And I stopped
because I
using it
kept
too.
bouncing back and forth, and it was throwing me off.
You don't use it at all
I
to
never,
trade?
No,
I never used it.
it looks almost better here though. Look at how it. Oh wait, where's yesterday's high? That's the
It was
91.
91, 59.91. Right there.
Yeah, look at how it just. Oh, let's go. So you don't see them that much here. Pops up one time, darker one, then another darker one, then another disappears. They just keep going, getting lower and lower. And the reason I'm focusing up here on these limit orders rather than these is because we have supply up here. And look at how much more there are up here compared to down here. But say you see the reclaim of yesterday's high, holds under, and then it pops up, and then you start seeing these limit orders plus price not getting above yesterday's high. That's super key. Plus what Gabriel said about the CVD, and if you zoom out, you could see it didn't make a higher high on this pop up here. This is what's super key that the shorts did work is that CBD was up here initially, and then on the aggressive selling, it drops with strength. CBD at least drops with strength here. And then as buyers try to pop it up, if buyers truly were in control, I would expect CBD to be like up to this other line. If not at it or above it, like very close to it. Whereas here it like didn't even get near it.
Yeah.
So that's super key that shorts are still in control. Whereas what time did you take your short, Eloy?
7:16.
Do I have that? Oh, I do.
It worked in my favor for like a minute by a couple of points, but
Look
not
at
my
how
target.
one red flag is CBD went from red to green, so that's kind of a bad sign for shorts here. But look at how right here this aggressive sell off when you were trying to short, CBD was trying to get above that where that selling started on the CBD here. That's like buyers are trying to get back in control. Whereas if when you were trying the short, if it was like down here, that would be a better sign for the shorts to work,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
It
Wait,
does.
say it again one more time.
Uh when he was trying the shorts, CBD was uh, like trying to fight where the shorts initially started on this drop here.
Mhm.
What would have been a better sign was if when he was trying shorts, if it was like down here, because it's not fighting to get above this CBD where the initial
Um,
selling started here.
yeah,
But by the time he was trying shorts, it was already above where this CBD drop happened.
yeah,
So that could be a red flag that you not necessarily saying it won't work, but just see it as like, oh, let me be a little more cautious about this here. And look at that same idea. Look at how strong it pops up back above. It does drop a little though. What time was it, Eloy? Sorry.
7:16:05. I entered at 92.
The idea was there because I mean, like the limit order stack, the
That's a low
the
volume node right
buying
there.
this.
Yeah, I considered that one. I don't know if it's a good one because there was a kind of a low volume node underneath that, but I was like willing to try to let it go higher, which is why I thought I'm gonna let it go higher to less risk. And then it drops nice for a quick second, but it never reached my target. And my target might have been ridiculous. It was like over.
50 points.
It's like 18 points. It's like it's gonna come back down to that lower day.
I see what you were seeing, but like I said, that CBD was a red flag. I'm wondering if on that drop CBD gets red, oh slightly, but then it recaptures. Yeah, CBD here to me was a red flag. Because even on the drop, it doesn't do like it just kind of stalls. And the shift in selling isn't very strong. Like the buyers looking at volume, buyers still seem to be in control. Oh, that's another thing. Look at here on this. It may not be as obvious when you're zoomed in. Look at how uh, on this buying, on this selling here, like they're like sporadically coming in, whereas the buyers are still like the candle buying is still stronger.
Mm.
But in real time, it's a little harder to see. But I do kind of see what you were why you would want it short again.
And it was
What
at
was your
my
target?
supply zone. I don't I got to work on my targets, but I was just like, why not go back to low a day? You know?
Yeah, that's very tough. Especially look at just all this buying here.
Yeah,
That's really tough. And it has that V shape that Gabriel was talking about.
I also have that daily that's kind of confusing, but I turned it gray recently.
Mm.
why do you guys use the daily for intraday?
It just price has been doing a lot around there, so I just keep it.
Oh,
Like if you go back
Well,
to
this
it,
daily for me,
go ahead.
why did I keep it? I don't
I
remember why. I should have erased it by this point, but if it hasn't got to the daily yet, I'll definitely have it.
I just keep the range
Even
because it keeps rejecting, like, or it keeps doing something at it.
but see, that's why I should have deleted it because it confuses me. That's why I didn't take it because I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I don't even have it written down, but it definitely confused me because I didn't realize I had this 90-minute supply up here. Whereas if I would have erased it and just had the 90-minute supply, I
Yeah.
would have been more aware of that short.
I have like if I have a big range like that, if it reclaims inside, I'm still short biased, and that would mess me up.
Don't get me started on that
Yeah.
monthly that I got saved on on Spy.
It's the whole 5 minute chart.
I don't even know
What
I
was your
have it.
other trade, Eli?
It was at 758. I shorted the exact same area, so I was just short biased.
Watch, CBD is gonna be even higher at that point. I'm guessing.
No, it was red the whole time,
Oh, I was wrong. My bad.
and it was staying underneath that 92. Like it kept testing that 92, but I guess I entered on the worst test because it test 92 and dropped, test 92 drop, and then when I entered is when it broke. It like broke instantly. It's like nice
This
try.
is the fourth? Or the
Yeah, we're on the
fifth?
fourth.
I didn't trade on Thursday.
Oh, this was Wednesday though.
850, you said?
Oh, my bad.
758. I entered at
750.
59.92.
That's so around right here, around these two candles. What's tough is that you like the move kind of already happened.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm adding that to my understanding of my trades. Is like when a move, like a big move, already happened. To me, it's like I don't know. I gotta
And
have.
think about how much the drop was. It was from 59.98 to 59.74. How many points is that? My phone's not
Like
around.
18.
Dude, I
No,
got out
16.
at 74.50. Perfect. Crazy.
98 minus 59.74. That's a 24-point move. To expect another large move like that, I mean, I don't want to say it's not possible, but it's unlikely. 58. So you got in like right here?
Yep. Right above yesterday, but right on, like just above it. Yesterday high. And a green candle stepped in right there, but I guess it wasn't as big as the red candles. Oh yeah, like if you zoom out a little bit, at that same price it was retesting, there was like a red candle that popped up that just even more. Zoom out more to like 730, 740. And that type of zoom in,
What
it
do you
doesn't
mean?
show it. But there was just red candle. Like I circled it on my screenshot that there was like some red candles right at 92 that kept popping up. So I was like I'm looking at what time is it? At 740, the way I was zoomed in, there's this long red candle that stands out over all the candles. I mean, the bars. And price was rejecting right at 92 several times.
To me, the buying is still strong here because of these large candles. They're over all these other red candles, and it's multiple of them.
You're right there. You see that at 7:40, that red candle bar? That one to me, I was just like, and then if you kind of time it, it's right at the same price that I entered at. And so, because I'm looking at my screenshot right now, yeah, that's what I had circled.
The other thing is, look at how you're right. Look at how aggressive this selling is. But for the buying to step in and push it all the way back above, that's another red flag. Like this is a super aggressive selling, and for buying to just step in like that, it's like tough.
In real time, that's super tough to just.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Because it's kind of like we're also trained to be like, yeah, it's just a little buying, a little like just recapturing of the low volume, but then.
Yeah. And also, like, I wouldn't really personally be trading this late into the session, so the way the market reacts at this time is a little different than what I'm used to for that early morning session. So, yeah, sure. That one, those trades are kind of tough. Next day?
Yeah.
So, you guys take a trade on Thursday?